Welcome back to another Enchanted story time. I'm your Light Dental Studios Tooth Fairy, and today we're going to read In Bed Before Dark by Sue Porter. Mom and Dad went out the other night, and Auntie Audrey came to babysit. Audrey is lots of fun. She never stayed with us through bedtime before. The babies are asleep, Mom whispered to Audrey, but it's not quite dark yet, so Little Rabbit can stay up for a little longer. Now, Little Rabbit, Mom said to me, if you go to bed before it gets dark, there will be a special surprise for you in the morning. Is that what you're putting behind those jars? I asked. I'm not telling, Mom said, because then it wouldn't be a surprise. Now no peeping, and don't forget, in bed before dark. I kissed Mom and Dad goodnight and waved as they drove away. It was getting dark outside, but I didn't feel sleepy. Audrey took off her coat. She looked like she was going to a party. I showed her my new cool t-shirt. I wanted to put it on. Audrey said I could wear it over my pajamas. Just until bedtime, she added. Audrey said we could play some music too, as long as we didn't wake the babies. But it is nearly bedtime, she warned. At first, the music played softly. Audrey tapped her feet. I wanted to dance. Audrey said it was okay as long as I danced quietly. But just for a while, she said, until it gets dark. Audrey showed me a special dance. We danced faster and faster. Then we played a game of no touching the floor. It was too far to jump onto the armchair, so Audrey made a bridge. It was nearly dark outside, so I turned on a light. The shadows made crazy patterns on the wall. Audrey showed me a crazy dance, upside down. We danced in the kitchen and Audrey played a tune by blowing onto an empty lemonade bottle. Rattle, rattle, bang, clang. I rattled some jars of rice and lentils in time with the music. Audrey turned the pots and pans into drums and banged on them with wooden spoons. Suddenly, there was a noise that was louder than the music. The babies were awake and needed changing. Wah, wah, wah. Pooh. I found 6 diapers, 6 sleepers, and 6 bottles. When they were all changed and fed, the babies were wide awake. They wanted to play. Soon, they were making music too. This was much more fun than sleeping. I made a tent and the babies hid underneath. You should all be in bed, said Audrey. It looks dark outside to me. I turned on a flashlight. It's not dark inside, I told her. Audrey made a shadow sheep with her hands. Bah, bah. It's bedtime, she said, wiggling her finger ears. I wanted a bedtime snack. Let's have what's in that box, I said. Oh, what a treat, said Audrey. I said. I knew what the box was really for. Audrey took it from the shelf. It was full of chocolate bunnies. She flipped a handful in the air and caught them in her mouth. How did you do that, Auntie Audrey? I asked. Audrey laughed. Toss me some chocolates and I'll show you. We practiced and practiced until all gone, said Audrey. It's time you were all in bed. It really is very dark outside now. But I think I need a bedtime drink first, I said, or I might not be able to go to sleep. Audrey knew a bedtime drink recipe we could try. We mixed orange juice and jam and honey and lemonade. The drink fizzed and spilled. We slurped it through straws. Lots of the bedtime drink spilled on the floor. We tied towels around our feet and skated up and down all around until the kitchen floors gleamed. Then we filled a cart with the things we played with that night and whizzed around putting everything away. Bang, clang! In a flash, the house was clean. Then I heard noise in the driveway. It was very dark outside and I could see headlights. Mom and Dad were back! Quickly, I helped Audrey put the babies in their crib. Then I ran into my room and dived into bed. Audrey turned out the light. My room was dark. Next morning, Mom said, Audrey told me you had a very good time last night. Yes, I said. And did you go to bed before dark? Yes, I said. Well then, said Mom, you can have your surprise. And she reached up for the box of chocolate bunnies. But the box was empty. It wasn't dark indoors, I said. I see, said Mom. And you ate the chocolate bunnies that were supposed to be your treat? I looked down at the floor. I was afraid she was angry. But she wasn't. You should have gone to bed before it got dark outside, she said. You shouldn't have eaten your treat. Then she smiled. At least you've told me the truth now. Then Mom gave me a big, special hug. It was the best surprise treat I could think of right then. The end. I hope you enjoyed In Bed Before Dark by Sue Porter. Join us next time for another Enchanted story.